Welcome back to Chastastic Gaming. I'm Chastastic, and today I've decided to go live again and play a little bit more of Faster Than Light. And if anyone who was watching the stream last night will already know that I was playing that last night and I wasn't doing too much of the goodness of playing Faster Than Light. So we're going to go hopefully try and do a little bit better than we did last night. So let's go ahead now. Let's have a look to see what ships I actually do have unlocked. I think I've only got two. So we've got the Taurus, which as standard comes with an ion blaster and a combat drone. I don't really know how to use drones too well, so I'm going to just stick to the Kestrel for just now. And yep, so we'll call yesterday we called it Das Ship. So today we're going to call it Mick the Ship. And we're going to have King, it's a good name. Lana, more like Llama, it's got two L's in it. And Mark End, there we go. Everyone's been given really witty names, and now we shall engage. As always, the data that we carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next, but get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet catch up. Tip: Rebel fleet. The Rebel fleet, represented by a red circle on the map, moves closer to your position every time you jump. Certain events can slow or speed up their movement. Like if we get caught by some of their drones or some of their scouting drones. Oh, there's a distress signal straight off the bat. Let's try not to lose ourselves straight off the bat though. You follow the distress beacon into a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the fields. Hail them for assistance. Our shields are down and they won't last long. Try to shield them with yours. Yeah, let's go for it, but it's probably going to hurt our hull. Yep, thought so. But they did give us some money for that, and I think that the damage that done to our hull is probably only going to cost us about 2 scrap metal to replace, so it's not too bad. Let's have a look at the ship in general. We probably want to up our shields straight from the get-go. Oh, I just realised there's a fire on board. Get you out of there. Like, you can get out of there. We'll choke the fire with this. It's fine. We'll suffocate the fire. It's not a big deal. We'll open all these doors. That'll choke the fire, which is good. Yep, that's curbing the fire. All that fire. I was just checking the stream there just to make sure that I remembered to do a couple of things there. Okay, so Mark End is going to be our weapons engineer. We've got Llama in the engine room, and we've got Captain King at the helm. Actually, King, you can go give him a hand. You give him a hand as well. Hopefully we'll get our weapons up and running, then we'll make the jump. We don't want to jump too early. My first objective with our... Oh, I can get my shields. My first objective is to get enough, was to get 2nd level shield, which basically means that for the first little while at least, not very much is going to hurt us, I hope. That is the thinking. The next thing we're going to get up, so we're going to try and get some more weapons, because what happened last night is I found... we'll just jump about and we'll go to that store, so that way we can recover our hull. Hopefully this will get us a little bit of money. You receive a transmission. Sorry sir, this is nothing personal, but we're under orders. The rebel ship's weapons go hot. So we don't really actually have... This thing looks a bit more powerful than us actually, because we can't see in it. They've got drones and everything. It's probably good that we got our level 2 shields as early as we did. We're just waiting for our burst laser to fire, and then we're going to fire on their weapons, which took their weapons out, which is great. I don't expect to receive too much damage from them, but I don't like not being able to see what they're doing. Yeah, that's our shields down as well, but their weapons are back up. Can you go and man the sensors? Okay, there we go. So they are currently working on fixing their shields. No, you fired upon us, so we are not going to accept that. Their shields are going to be back up in a moment. There we go. And that's taking them out. That's what they get for attacking us. That's what happens when you mess with us. So a bunch of stuff that we don't really need. You go back to your stations. And we'll jump to the store. We don't really have a lot of money to spend, but I want to get the hull fixed. I know it's not a lot of damage, but I don't want to be caught with our pants down, as they say. We've not really got anything worth selling. What are they selling though? Backup battery provides 30 seconds. 30-second boost to your reactor. I don't really need that. Clone bay. These are now the clone bay and the drone control are these things are useful. I just won't use them. Yeah, I think this is okay. We're okay for fuel. We don't need to waste any money on fuel. We're going to try and avoid using rockets in the meantime. I think the concentration should be on saving some of the money. So I think the path I'm going to take, so I'm going to go down here into the nebula, up here, and then to the exit. That way it will cover us, that will give us some time. Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the faster-than-light to drive. Yeah, let's go for it. A brief examination yields nothing of interest. Ah well, at least we looked. Let's jump into there and see what they have to say. A black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula, pushing his wares. Are we strong enough to attack you? So you've got he's got an Archimedes rocket and he's got something else. We can't really afford his weapon. But we've got level 2 shields, but the problem is the Archimedes missiles ignore the shields. Ah, fuck it, let's attack him. In for a penny, in for a pound. We'll go straight for his weapons. That's probably going to be the best thing for us to do first and foremost. And he's already firing at us. Oh, our weapons are down. Okay. We've crippled their weapons though, which is good. They're down. Oh, no. Fix that hull breach. Fix that hull breach. We need their weapons to be down. We can't afford... Oh, I knew this was a bad idea. I knew it was a bad idea when I'd done it, but I still done it. There we go. Their weapons are out altogether now, which means we can focus on something else. I'm going to focus on that. So the hull breach has been fixed. No, we will not surrender. Never give up, never surrender. Their weapons are back up. They are going to fire rockets at us, and they're going to give us a bad time. Okay, so it's only our shield room. But let's go get that fixed. This is like the initial start of a run is always a little bit slow, because you don't have a lot in the way of weapons. You don't have a lot in the way of weapons, you kind of just... let's get up. We've got our second level shield up now. Oh no. There we go. Taking them out. The scrap. So we got 1 missile, 1 drone, and 22. I think we should use this opportunity just sort of to recoup and understand what we're doing. So we've only got... We need some more power bars. I think that's what we need first and foremost. So we can add an extra power bar there. I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to add an extra level to the sensors. It just means that we'll have a little bit of less of a hard time. I think if we can get someone to man the sensors at all times, so if we can get a new crewmate for that, that'd be great. So the stress signal up there possibly could yield some good things. Okay, refueling station. Buy 3 fuel for scrap, which is probably the best price we're going to get. It's normally about 3 scrap for each fuel, so we'll buy the most that we can, which is 3. Thank you for your business. You're absolutely welcome. Let's see what this... Maybe this distress signal might give us something. You find a number of ships fleeing a small space station. You hail them, asking what's wrong. Help, we are being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Yeah, let's help them out with the spiders, and hopefully we're not going to lose any crew members. Oh, fuck. Engineer Llama has been gone. Your crew boards the station, cautiously moving between the corridors. Suddenly, a man-sized arachnid bursts from a vent in the ceiling, followed by countless more. You fight your way back to the airlock and forced to leave before accounting for all crew members. Not everyone made it back. Ah, fudge the fudge. Well, risk versus reward and all that. And there was me thinking this was going to be a good run, because we started off quite strongly. We had level 2 shields pretty much in the first jump. You arrived at Long Range Beacon. Nothing. Oh, you detect an automated rebel scout. Now, investigate to defend the outpost. Now, we do not want them to escape, but at the same time, we don't want to take too much damage. So I can't really see what weapons they've got. Let's intervene. Their weapons aren't too bad, I don't think. Yeah, let's go for it. Oh, it's got a cloak. It's got a cloak. It's got a cloak. We can't shoot at it if it's cloaked. There we go. I think we'll take its cloak out first. Oh, this thing can't even touch us. So I'm going to focus my fire on their... This thing hasn't... its weapons aren't strong enough, so it's got a laser and it's got that ion beam. It's not even got enough power to actually damage our shields. Even with level 1 shields. There we go. So that thing's going nowhere. It's just a case of charging up enough so we can actually take it out. It's taking a little bit of time to charge. There we go. That should be easy enough. Hopefully the citizens are going to help us out. So that's 11. The outpost hails you after the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed by the thing non-stop by these scouts. Take this on the house. It was helpful, but I could have used some heals. We don't really have a lot of time. They are catching up on us, so we're going to go to the next sector. So either Mantis-controlled area. I think the best bet might actually be the rock-controlled area, so that we can try and take the safer route, because this route seems to take us through more civilian territories, which might be more beneficial. I'd like to get some more staff. The rock people have a particularly aggressive stance towards alien races. Trespassing in their space could prove in their space. You should tread lightly here. Okay, just 1 second, guys. I'm just checking something. Okay. Hi to anyone who's watching the stream just now, by the way. So let's go. We're going to jump further in. There's a distress signal there. Yeah, we'll go straight. I think that going to the distress signals proves to be quite helpful because... Oh, not again. Am I going to do this? Your crew slowly creeps in the clusters. The Aquamans turn in charge. However, your team stays in control before you've beaten them back. Contact survivals. Okay, so that wasn't that bad. We actually didn't lose any men or women or people on this occasion, which is good. I can't really afford to lose any more people. I think I'm going to save up my money. Oh, there's another distress signal. Yeah, we'll jump straight to that. What have you got? You arrive at the beacon near a small asteroid belt. A ship with pirate markings, particularly crushed between two large rocks. It must have been illegally mining the belt without proper equipment. Destroy the ship and loot them. They're just pirates. Try to dislodge them. We'll try to dislodge them. You fire a few volleys into the rock and it starts to shutter and break apart. Without shields, the pirate ship takes a beating, but eventually pulls free. They thank you for your assistance and give us some money. That is good. We need some scrap. Yeah, we'll go here, here, and then to the exit. We actually do have quite a lot of time, so I'm going to go here instead, actually. There are only 2 ships within range and they seem to be engaged in battle. One of them has the markings of pirate ship. Leave the civilian ship. You power up your weapons and engage the pirate ship. Now, the pirate ship doesn't seem to be too much of a threat. Depends on what's hiding there. It's got a burst laser and I can't tell what this is. So we'll just Yeah, it's only got level 1 shields. It's not gonna... I don't think it's strong enough to get through our 2 levels of shields. Oh, what? Oh, it's another one of those things. Oh, what the hell was that? I have no idea what that thing is, but I do not like it. It just seemed to launch junk at me. Is this like some kind of... There we go. We'll just continue our fire there. Oh, we better get somebody over there. Get our oxygen supply fixed. We need to sort of prioritize our team here. We're slowly losing oxygen, but there we go. That's being fixed now. That's okay. There's only a small ship. It wasn't anything too bad. 2 fuel, and they've given us 15. Okay, that's cool. And yeah. So we seem to be miles ahead of them now, of the rebels, as a naturally warlike species within a few intergalactic diplomatic ties. The Rock people have garnered quite a reputation as fearsome pirates. You stumble upon one of their ships, and they promptly live up to stereotype, I guess you might have meant. It's okay. The Rock people are not much. I don't know what that is. Is that another one of those? So that's a laser, but I don't know what that gun is. Well, it's out of play anyway, so that's not too much of an issue. I'm trying to think. I need to start spending some of my money on something. I need to start spending some of my scrap on something helpful. Just have a look at the subsystems there. Yeah, I think we're going to upgrade our piloting. Keep their weapons down. They don't seem to be very quick at fixing things. But we also don't want them getting away. Aha! We've got a fire there. But these guys are immune to fire. So that's both of them fixing that. So their weapons are down while they're concentrating on the engines. Oh, you can go back to your weapons post. I don't know why you're still up there. Okay, that was easy enough. Didn't lose anything. Nothing too bad happened in that engagement. We'll increase that. And I think what we'll do as well is we will... we could get level... We can afford level 3 shields. But we just don't have enough power for it. Fudge it. We only need enough for one more power bar, and then we've got level 3 shields. Yay! I think we can maybe afford to jump here, jump there, then to the exit. Let's do that. Hopefully nothing too bad will happen between now and when we leave. You find a slug cruiser and a rock ship in a standoff before... Both with weapons or armed and ready to fight. You can intervene before this gets out of hand. Hail them to see what's wrong. The slug captain explains... I can't afford to pay their debt. Demand the rock ship, pay the agreed upon price. With grumblings, the rock captain agrees to pay the price. Offers thanks for your help and jumps away. Their true appreciation is questionable. At least you get back to your mission. That was a waste of my time. But then again, I can't really afford to be getting... I have a mission of my own. I can't afford to be getting involved in other people's conflicts. A rock ship is silhouetted against this, a sun in supernova. They hail. Even out here, you follow us. We only wish to be left alone, out of panic or anger. They charge their weapons. Don't make this an ethical question. I've got someone charging their weapons in front of me. I'm obviously gonna fire back. This isn't a question of ethics. Oh. Oh, here it comes. So yeah, I think we're about to get a solar flare. Cause we're quite close to this. Solar flare imminent. And everyone's gonna get shook by this. Fortunately, that was very minor damage. Oh, their shields are... They don't stand a chance. We really, really should give them a break, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take them out because apparently I'm a genocidal maniac. 22, that's cool. Just trying to save a little bit more money before we start spending any more. You've arrived at long range sensor. Oh, what we've got? Small platform orbits this beacon. It looks like a fueling station of some sort. It's cheerfully broadcasting reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. Dock and refuel. The automated platform seems to be damaged. You can likely steal as much fuel as remains. Oh, we could be bad. Let's steal it. Take the fuel, at least it won't come into the hands of the rebels. You breach the containment and access which life the fuel remains. It was a bit unethical, but that also means I suppose that we could jump here and then jump back before we go to the next sector. Because fuel's not so much of an issue because we just won all that fuel. There's a black market hub here. You receive a message. These are dangerous times. If you have extra military grade explosives, we'll gladly pay for them. Oh, that's annoying. Because I could use the scrap. We're not going into arms dealing. Not going into arms dealing at all. There is not much at this beacon. That was a waste of fuel. So let's go back to the exit beacon and let's get on to the next sector. Oh, they're really catching up to us. Doesn't really matter which one we go to, does it? They're both civilian sectors. They're both very similar in tone. Welcome to a new sector. Get to the exit beacon and jump to the next sector before the pursuing rebels capture you. Let's jump. There's a store up there, which we've not got anything to sell, but we need health. I'm going to get our health up just because I know we need to. It's going to cost us 10 to do that. What have you got? They're not hull missile, hull laser. I mean, I would like to be able to afford these things, but I can't really afford to get rid of my Archimedes missile launcher just now. Actually, I just realised that we should probably... I know it's only a small amount of health, but the smallest amount of health in a pinch makes all the difference. I think I'm going to... Oh, no, not that. Ship. Oh no, we need 25. I don't want to be completely... I don't want to completely skint myself in case I absolutely desperately need some extra hull. Buy scrap fuel. I am okay for fuel just now, thank you. Could go to the nebula, but this disrupts our sensors. Actually, we want no sensors whatsoever here. It appears that an automated rebel scout was positioned within the nebula to warn of your passing. We're going to go straight... Oh no! Don't power up your faster than light drive already. We're going to fire straight for its engines. We don't want this thing going anywhere. But again, our shields are that high. I don't think we should be having... Oh, come on. Our shields are that strong. We shouldn't be having... Oh, no, 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 no. Don't charge your faster than light. Don't get away. Oh. I don't want them escaping, because if they escape, then the rebels get to us a lot faster. There we go. We've at least done a... Oh, no. They're going to escape. They're going to escape. I can't stop the jump. Darn it. Grass bags. Let's... I mean, they're not that close, so it's not too much of an issue. You really want us to sell our missiles, don't you? 15 missiles wouldn't even really affect us, because we hardly have been using the missiles. But it's going to be one of these things. I'm going to sell these missiles, and then the game's just going to... Yeah, well, there we go. 45. Oh, there we go. Just got an achievement there. Okay. We'll do that. So now we've got our level 3 shield. We really need to save up for more weapons. I'm okay just now. We'll focus on what we've got just now. There's a store there. Let's go and see what's in the store. And I'm going to totally have regretted just buying that, won't I? You've not got any weapons, do they? Nothing that I can afford, at least. 2 projectiles for the cost. Creative missile design allows for 2 projectiles at the cost of 1. Oh, that's a lot better than the one I have. Why do I not have more stuff to sell? That's crap. I can't even. The worst part is I can't even. Wait. I can sell that and get a Pegasus. Yes, I'm getting rid of you, and I'm going to get you. Now, that's cool, but that needs a lot of power. I should have factored that in before I bought that. Ah, totally having buyer's remorse here. Let's hide in the nebula for a turn. Hiding in the nebula should slow them down. Can we attack the ship before it notices us? Yeah, maybe not quite before it notices us. It's a pirate ship, so we don't have to worry about them jumping and telling our location. Just keep that, just focus fire. I'm going to put auto fire on, just so that they can fire away. Look, you're not getting through our level 3 shields. That's just not happening. Stop being silly. Our shields are too strong and too persistent for you to ever get through to us. So I don't tend to have too much, like, I'm going to say this literally touching wood. I don't tend to have too much trouble with the pirates. It's more the rebels that are the problem. And when they do things like boarding my ship while I can't see where they are. Perhaps I should focus some fire onto their onto their engines. Because their engines will be the reason. No, I want more than that. Their engines are the reason that they can evade so much, and that's why we're missing so many of our shots. Their weapons just aren't powerful enough to hurt us. Yeah, there we go. So now they're not likely to do too much to us at this point. And we're going to fire our burst lasers and get rid of their shields. There we go. I'm going to go focus back there. Focus back on... Oh! I'm guessing we must have set something on fire. The ship explodes. That's fine. That works for me. Yeah, we'll jump one more in the nebula. Hopefully we might get something cool.